So hello guys, my name is Dana, and today I'm going to present my research about pros and cons of using CLIL in secondary school for students. I've been working on this research the whole second semester and I hope you like it. Let's go! So during this presentation we will talk about the purpose of this research, also the research questions and the participants who were my participants in this research. So research methods, what kind of method did I use, a little about literature review, also exactly about the results and findings, and finally I will conclude. So let's talk about the purpose related to the topic. The purpose of this study is to compare opportunities and obstacles and identify how the CLIL effective works on secondary school students. So about the research questions, here's my two big main research questions. What kind of problem do students face related to the double focus of CLIL lessons? And the second is, what are the attitudes of students towards using CLIL in their classes? So before starting my research and after reviewing the other case studies about CLIL, my hypothesis was secondary school students cannot focus on topic because of low vocabulary. So my participants were from the 8th gymnasium from the city Kent, where I myself studied before. Why did I choose the school? Because this school starts CLIL classes from the 7th grade and I choose students from the 8th grade. My study involved 6 students from 4 classes. There were very few participants because of the situation with pandemic that didn't allow me to interview offline and live. So about the literature review, as I said before, I've been reviewing some case studies directly related to my topic. One of the resources was CLIL module by Bentley K, and the second is Content and Language Integrated Learning by Coyle, Hood and Marsh. Also the last is Towards an Integrated CLIL Curriculum National Statements and Guidelines by Holmes and L. King. So this research was very helpful to me to promote my ideas and thoughts in this field. For the general understanding, I will tell a little about CLIL. Content and Language Integrated Learning is a way for learning content through an additional language, foreign or second, or language through some specific content, thus teaching the subject via the language. So I used a qualitative method because I wanted to focus not on quantity but on quality. This topic does not require numbers or the percentage of something. It requires opinion and information. So I collected data and thoughts and opinions from my respondents and made an analysis about pros and cons of using CLIL. So here I used thematic analysis. I've been gathering information through online interview because of pandemic situation. I use mobile apps as WhatsApp, and also I've been gathering information from Gmail from those who don't have mobile phones. I sent consent letter for their teachers, who was my gatekeeper. From the consent letter, they know that research will be done anonymously and they will know their rights and limitations. So let's talk about the research stages. My topic was about CLIL and I read and reviewed all the information and researches related to the CLIL. So the next stage was coming up with research purpose and questions. The third is preparing and sending interview questions to the 8th grade students via WhatsApp and Gmail. Because of the pandemic situation, it was online. The next is collecting data and analyzing, and here I used thematic analysis. Thematic analysis includes coding, identifying themes and developing them. So the next is discussing all the information from the findings. So the last one is conclusion. So here is my results and findings. My hypothesis is supported by secondary school students. Students suffer because of low vocabulary and that they didn't understand the topic, and here can be some terms or some words that in rules that they can understand and that they will misunderstand the whole topic. Also, the standard time of one lesson is not enough for CLIL lessons. I mean about 45 minutes in public schools. So also here is the pros and cons. So the pros is CLIL gives big opportunities abroad because they can pass the SAT or IELTS exams and study abroad. The second is intercultural awareness of students. CLIL have a big influence to the intercultural awareness of students. So the third is CLIL develops the students' thinking skills. I mean here's the critical and creative thinking skills, because they work and they play games in English and that they're learning the one content through the English, and it's also really develops their critical thinking skills. So about the cons, here's the two big cons of using CLIL in our secondary school. The first is lack of specialists in our country. Yes, here's the really big problem, because we don't have the really professionalists in CLIL field. So the second is lack of time in school, because they can't integrate on the one topic in one specific topic in 45 minutes. So yeah. So about the literature review, as I said before, I've been reviewing some case studies directly related to my topic. One of the resources was CLIL module by Bentley K, and the second is Content and Language Integrated Learning by Coyle, Hood and Marsh. Also the last is Towards an Integrated CLIL Curriculum National Statements and Guidelines by Holmes and L. King. So this research was very helpful to me to promote my ideas and thoughts in this field.